Hello everybody, Abed's brother here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the performance of Cyberpunk 2077 on my Intel Arc A770. Now I featured the benchmark in my big benchmark video, and I had major micro stutter in that benchmark, and that seems to be something, I don't know, that seems to be a problem that I specifically had. I have seen other people do videos of Cyberpunk on the A770, and they don't seem to have that problem. I don't know if the problem is with OBS. I don't think so, because when I'm not capturing, I still have the issue. Could it be because I'm running an 11th gen Intel CPU? It's an i7, but you know, it's 11th gen. I think the cache, the L3 cache, is a bit smaller than some of the other ones. Some of the 12th and 13th gen. I think Intel changed some of their cache management. I was experimenting some more with settings, and this is what I came up to try to smooth things out. You notice ray tracing is off, and that really sucks in a way. And I'm going to run the benchmark again here, but it kind of sucks in a way because the rasterized reflections are really terrible. Screen space, raster are bad. It's kind of like, was it reflections in Control? Control had the same issue. The raster stuff was just bad. So this is 3440, 1440, and you saw the mix of my settings. No, I'm still seeing the choppiness. I saw it earlier. This is with no ray tracing and no upscaling. And watch the 18 plus sign on the wall. That's one of the places where you can really see the stutter come out. But one thing you can really see the stutter. I really don't know what's going on here. Is it the resolution? Because everybody else I've seen with Cyberpunk has tested it below 3440 by 1440. Usually they're testing it at 2560 by 1440. You know, regular 16 by 9 1440p, not 1440p ultra wide. The funny thing is, I tested my 5700 XT in Cyberpunk at the medium preset at this resolution, and that video's up on YouTube. You can watch that. I do not have all this micro stutter in the overlay there like that. Now I'm not, so average 51. I'm playing a little bit higher than medium settings here because I have the shadows pushed up, and the 5700 XT could not handle that. It was really dipping low, and I'd have to turn FSR on, and FSR at the time was bugged in this game. When I was driving a car in Cyberpunk, I was seeing like a layered trail behind the car. Let's see, I want to load the most recent one, but I want to load in like daytime. Down on, let's try this one. I don't want to be in the middle of a mission.
Welcome to Info Flash.
And this is installed on my nvme m.2, so there is me with Takamura. Okay, I remember where I am in this. How do you holster again? I feel like running around with a weapon out is it F? Is it G? I really want to put my weapon away. And here we are on my, No! I didn't want to throw a grenade. Oh shit. Well, now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in combat. I need a vehicle. Where are we going? I really don't like the gun mechanics in this game. Compared to, I actually recently recorded a Borderlands 3 video. This car is sitting still. Maybe I can grab this one.
Please don't hurt me.
Get out. I want your car. Okay. I want to switch camera. There we go. I hate the first-person camera while driving. So this is no ray tracing. This is raster only. At 3440, I think it's doing okay. And for me, this is good enough. And it's always about the driving, isn't it? That's the main problem in Cyberpunk, is how quickly you can stream stuff in. Are we heading outside? I have never finished Cyberpunk. I started playing it, and I played it for about 15 hours. And then I reached the mission with Pan Am, where you're rescuing somebody. I think he was like the head of her clan or something. And I was not configured to complete that mission the way I wanted to complete it. And I was like, well, shoot, you know. So I need to get back into the city, because this is not as stressful out here at all. Oh, no, I don't want to go down the hill. Looks like I'm going down the hill, though. Well, that's just great. So I was like frustrated by the fact, oh shit, you know, I can't complete this mission this way. That won't work. So I kind of left off because I didn't really have the points to allocate, which means I was under-leveled. I didn't have enough points for stealth approach, and I didn't have enough points for a melee approach, which left me with guns, and like I just said, I'm not really a fan of the guns in this game. I don't like the way they feel. So I was like, well, I'll come back to it at some point. And I was actually like getting ready to come back to the game soon. Oh, is this a one-way street? Looks like. I was getting ready to come back to it, but then word about the DLC dropped. And I was like, there's going to be all kinds of improvements and, you know, an inventory interface overhaul and maybe some rebalancing. I don't know if I'm going to go out and pick up Phantom Liberty right away. I kind of need to know what the game is about before I'm going to drop $30 on a DLC for it. But now I'm basically waiting for the update to drop before I tackle this game again. It seems like it fits in the same category as, it fits in the same gameplay style as Deus Ex Mankind Divided, where the main story is kind of eh, but the side quests are really what you play the game for. That's just my impression after, you know, a dozen hours or so playing it. Now for me, this is good enough. I would like to see I like the ray traced reflections. I've had them on, and I turned XeSS on, and I thought it looked really good, but if you're going to do ray trace, there's no... Upscaling is a good tool for making do, but it's just no substitute for actual power, processing power. Oh, you have to press F to exit. See, now what the heck? So weird. Now, if this were an action game, I'd be like, I might turn XeSS on. You know what? I could do that. Let me turn XeSS on. Let's see how that goes. Let's go to... Ultra Quality doesn't really do it. Let's try Quality. Let's see what we get. And it should skip. And then it should come... Yeah, there it is. It comes back. And let's see what we get. Now we're over 60, but now we've... Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I don't want any part of that. I'm out of here. So this is rasterized with no ray tracing, using XeSS Quality. You can actually take XeSS to balanced before you before I start noticing any visual degradation. Is that supposed to look like that? It almost looks like the reflections are screwed up. Maybe it is supposed to look like that. I don't know. I'm talking about her top right there. That doesn't look right. But no, just walking the streets. When I was playing it, one of the things I like to do was just walk the streets of Night City. You know, it's an incredible experience, and I really want to I want to get invested in this world. But in the dozen hours I played, it really didn't. Nothing really grabbed me and pulled me in. But I focused on the primary quests. I didn't really do the secondary quests. Okay, this looks visually boring through here. And it's just the city is an absolute maze. I'm surprised, you know. This is almost as complex as trying to do the Jindosh mansion in Dishonored 2, but it's like a whole city like that. Yeah, so again, for reference, here are the graphics. So it's custom, but I've got a lot of high settings. All the shadows are high. It's mostly high settings, and it's high textures as well. And XeSS Quality. XeSS is the real deal. I've said this in several places online. I don't know... What? Who's shooting me? Somebody's shooting me. I don't know what all this microstutter is you see on the screen right there. I don't feel it when I'm playing the game, even though when I pan the camera, you can kind of see it. It's like a little bit of judder. It's not completely smooth. So I don't know what the deal is. It's either something with my system or Cyberpunk has issues running this high a resolution on Intel Arc. I couldn't tell you. I'm just I'm an end user. I'm not a programmer. I almost got hit by that truck. So anyway, that's Cyberpunk 2077 on my Intel Arc A770. I wish I could turn ray tracing on, because it, for me, ray traced reflections make a big difference in this game, visually. But this is good enough. Looks great. And it runs over 60 FPS. It just heats up my graphics card. Like most of these newer games, really heats it up quite heavily. Hope this video was useful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.